Hi, we're Roy and Karen.
This is our 6-month anniversary being in the villages.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I figured out how to put all kinds of fireworks behind us. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're so excited and actually surprised because it snuck up on us.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's been 6 months since we got here.
So we grabbed the camera, we grabbed a couple of chairs. We're sitting out here by a pond right in front of us. I wish you could see it because there's an alligator over there. So if Karen is preoccupied, it's because she's afraid the alligator is going to come up here and get us because we smell like dogs. We're going to talk about how things are different maybe today than they were when we did our 2-month review of the villages. And I think we're going to find that our perspectives have changed, or at least our focuses have become different than they were when we were just here, just got here. So I guess the first thing that makes us different from most people that live in the villages is that we're not retired. We work here.
Right. And I started out accepting one job, and now I have a new job. I'm still a mortgage loan officer. It's what I've been doing for almost 40 years, but since I was 3 when I started.
Something like that.
But I'm now doing that with the Villages Community Bank. I don't have a commute. I work with great people in this system that so impressed me when we bought our house and went through that process with them. Just so grateful to be part of that organization and happy.
Yeah. And I'm still working for the same company. I'm on Texas time because I work for a Dallas, Texas company. Just enjoying having our boys in the office with me. And, rain alert. You never know. We'll see what happens. But I think the one thing that I recall from our 2nd month here is that the fact that we are working means there's a lot of things we can't do. But I think we're past that. I don't think that's really on our consciousness anymore. If you guys have seen our week in the villages, you notice we're doing a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And we have plans out for when this neighbor is going to come, we're going to go do this. And when that neighbor is here, we're going to do that. We're not finding ourselves without things to do just because we're working.
We're busy. I'm busy with work, but busy with social, busy with activities, and we're finding our way. We're finding a way to make things work within the available time that we have.
People. We are meeting so many awesome people. As a matter of fact, we're meeting a lot of people that now recognize us from YouTube. It's really funny. You got the 2 camps. You got the one that just come on over and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we love watching your videos." And it's a lot of fun. But you have the other ones that are a little shy, and so they stare at us from the corner. Come over and say hi. We don't
bite
much. But we are now meeting our neighbors more and more. We're getting to know everybody by their first names.
We're going to have a potluck coming up here.
I was just going to say that. So one of the things that happens around here, as you've seen in our videos, is these block parties. But as much as we love the block parties and we love the live music and Reboot is awesome, it's hard to really connect with your neighbors when you can't hear them. So we're setting up a party this weekend right here in our little corner of Hammock at Fendi. At the pool, potluck, but with no music. So we can all chat and get to know each other.
Yep.
Yeah. But still, when we drive around, we still see all those smiling faces, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Hope I'm not getting bitten by red ants over here. We just grabbed a place and we just plopped the chairs down for you. Because we just realized, oh my gosh, we've been here for 6 months. We got to make a video. So, costs.
Costs.
I did a spreadsheet on what it used to cost us in Texas and what it's costing us here. And I came within $5. But if we just look at things like the utilities and things of that nature, this is not food. This is your day in and day out. You got to have a phone. You got to have electricity and gas, and even with the amenity fee, we were within $5 of those kinds of costs,
Yeah,
utility costs.
We didn't have an amenity fee where we were, and we surely didn't have
these
kind of amenities.
We had a homeowners association fee, but that was only $40.
One little pool for 500 homes, 600 homes to use.
Okay, so the ants are getting me, but they're getting me instead of Karen, so that's okay.
And they're getting me too.
Uh-oh. We got green grass. In Texas, we have brown grass. It was awful.
No matter how much we poured onto it, it still never greened up the way we hoped. And it cost a fortune to get it yellowish green.
And we've included in these costs the gardening service in Texas as well as the gardening service here in Florida. And the water it cost us to water our lawn in Texas and the water it costs to water our lawn here in Florida. And again, within taking into consideration everything, $5, but we've got this to show for it. Shopping. I remember in our 2-month review, I said I was really happy that the shopping was up north and we were down south and we didn't have to listen to the sounds of the traffic and so on and so forth. And I still feel that way. And we also talked about how Costco and Trader Joe's were in Orlando and once a month we could head down there. And it wasn't a big deal. It is a big deal. We were just there again this weekend and I gotta tell you.
There being Orlando for the Costco and Trader Joe run.
It sucks.
You
sucks.
Get used to the bubble. You get used to the scenic, slow journey. You get used to running around the golf cart, not getting into the hustle and bustle on the highway with everybody beeping and honking, cutting off.
Honey, I don't want to leave the bubble. Okay, I want to stay right here.
So I wish that there was a plan B, that we could have Costco and Trader Joe shipped to us, or that there was something closer so we're not going to have to make that journey.
But we've decided it's just too much trouble to go to Costco, that we're basically going there for meat. And so we'll just deal with Sam's meat for now. Maybe when Costco opens in Claremont, it'll be a little better. We'll try.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go to Trader Joe's in Gainesville.
Yeah, then we don't have to deal with all that.
I mean, it's still an hour, but
maybe we'll find an alternate meat source. That's really the biggest reason why we go. And Trader Joe's, there's some other things, but we don't have to go to Orlando for that.
But I've tried some butcher shops around here. They were reasonably priced, but meat,
not the quality that we're looking for.
Okay, so next, our home.
Our home, we've talked about that quite a bit, but it's coming along. We've gotten a lot of the decor up. We've gotten a lot of new furniture. We're figuring out how we want it to look and filling in the pieces and just making it pretty in our home.
But we've done video. We showed them the upgrade, the update to our home. But my question to you is, how is the size of our house? How is the quality of our house? And are there any upgrades you feel that you would have wanted but you don't need now, or upgrades you really think you'd like, or anything that we've already done that you're really happy with?
Yeah, we've talked about the quality. The quality of the home is awesome.
And hasn't changed.
It's the home we had in Texas was one of the large national builders. It's not the same quality at all. And the square footage compared to Texas, it's a little bit smaller. We have 2 bedrooms instead of 3. Perfect for our needs now. When we moved in, we weren't sure if we were going to be working from home, both of us, and have some issues with us both trying to do what we do with a 2-bedroom home. So we had talked about enclosing the lanai to have the extra square footage and space so that we could be in separate parts of the house without having to invade another living area for business.
But
I get in my car and I drive to Lake Sumter, and I don't need to worry about it anymore. And if I don't need to use the space for that, I really kind of like having that open air lanai. I don't want to enclose it. So
you've been using it.
I love it.
I see Facebook pictures of you with your feet up out in the lanai. The boys are keeping you company. It's nice. It's nice in the morning. Even this time of year, here we are in August, the worst time of year. In the morning, we've gotten accustomed to the weather, which I guess we'll talk about that. We're still missing furniture.
Yep. Couch won't be here till the end of the year. The dining room chairs won't be here until October now. We've worked it out. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. Hopefully they're here then, because I don't want to go into next year. But one of the things that I've heard others talking about and have questions about, did you bring too much? Did you bring too little? How hard was it to downsize? Do you have any regrets about that topic? And I'll tell you, we sold just about everything. We fit what was left out of our 3+2 tract home into a 20-foot U-Haul, and it was almost all boxes. We got rid of just about everything. And I think I may have had to go out and buy a couple of tools at the hardware store that I didn't think I was going to need. But for the most part, I'm not missing anything. No. Sometimes I wish we had the china still, but I'm getting by just fine without it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I don't have to find a place to put it, because it was a lot of china.
It was a lot. We had a whole hutch just so we could put all that china in it.
We used to seat 20 plus people for dinner. We had the holidays and events at our house, and we needed that china.
And now we're thinking it may happen again. I can see it. We're making, ants are really something. It's fun. We're making friends. This Saturday, we're going out with 3 couples plus ourselves. That's 4 couples. And if we wanted to have them over for dinner,
we got a very small table.
Yeah, it'd be very difficult now. And so...
But one of our friends has a nice big table, so we'll do it at their
house.
We'll
just go over there. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the alligator out there. So while we're thinking of the alligator, the next subject is wildlife and bugs.
Yeah, we're dealing with both of them all the time.
Okay.
Getting the ants off our feet as we sit out here.
Keeping our eye on that alligator out there.
Making sure he doesn't decide we're dinner.
Somebody told me you should never name an alligator that it's bad luck for the alligator. So, we won't.
Nope.
So what do you think about the wildlife and the bugs? The reality of it in comparison to what you thought before we got here?
Listen to that. They're chiming in of their own accord. It's amazing. The sandhill cranes and all the other aviary creatures. As I was going to work this morning, I turned the corner, and sitting on the golf course is a hawk. Gorgeous, gorgeous hawk. And I couldn't stop and take a picture. I wish I could. But I just constantly spotting things like that, and it's awesome. I love watching for the alligators. I'm always watching for snakes.
Haven't seen any.
And not because I love them, but just don't want to get surprised, you know. But it's amazing. You know, there's turtles everywhere. There's just bunnies. There's all kinds of creatures. And then there's pests. There's those creatures too. But the Villages does a great job of tamping down. I don't know if it's the Villages or it's the county, but
It's the county.
the mosquitoes, not at all what I had thought they would be in a climate like this. The the ants.
We
the
have
sandy
ants.
soil. You've got the black ants. You've got the red ants. You've got the big ants. The little ants.
We got fire ants last week and had to call
Pest control.
Pest Control back to take care of it, and they did, and they're really good. They're very responsive. I found that Dean's that we're using right now has been very responsive. Every time I call, they are right on it. So I'm enjoying their services.
Yeah.
But it is ants. I think I was expecting palmetto bugs. And what I was told about palmetto bugs was that they were giant cockroaches with wings.
Haven't seen them. Seen dragonflies. They've got wings, but no palmetto bugs.
No palmetto bugs.
Seen luck
no
bugs.
cockroaches.
Thankfully.
Yeah, no kidding. But the same pests that were our major pests in California, that were our major pests in Texas, they're the same
Oregon,
bugs.
and
Yeah.
They're here in Florida.
They're here in Florida. Nothing exotic, just the same old, same old.
We haven't had deer issues. I know the deer are out there, but they're not in our neighborhood.
Haven't
so.
seen them. I don't know what alligator poop looks like. I haven't seen any alligator poop in any of the yards. I know the deer used to leave us piles of raisinets. So I would say our biggest fears about the wildlife and the bugs were totally unfounded.
Yeah, there was nothing to substantiate that.
Now, when I do go out early in the morning to do photography, the mosquitoes are out where I'm going, and so I've got some DEET wipes, and I wipe myself down, and that takes care of it.
We
Not
should have
really a
done
big
that
deal.
today.
I think I should have done it right now. Should have brought them with us. Who knew we were going to be sitting in an ant pile for you? I want you to know it's for you. So, lastly, for this video,
Yeah, we might wait just long enough and let
because
them show it change.
I've had enough. I just want you to know we've got a whole nother page here of things we want to talk about, and I'm done. I'm done. We're going to make another video, and we're going to go somewhere without the answer. We're going to put Deed on. Yeah, get them. But weather. I want to talk about weather because my face was burning off when we came here last August for our
Can you believe that was a year ago?
Well, we did our lifestyle preview visit a year ago, and we're now here for 6 months. That is extraordinary. It's hard to believe.
What happened so quickly? But you know what's happened is we've adapted.
I had no idea that we would acclimate ourselves to this weather so quickly. I don't know how we're ever going to go to Alaska now. That's on our bucket list. I just don't see how it's ever going to happen.
We'll bring a coat, gloves, and a hat, and a scarf, maybe.
Two parkas, two what do you call them?
Scarf.
Yeah, 2 scarves, hiking boots, 3 pair of socks. All right, and
Hand warmers.
yeah, but it's truly amazing that we can sit on the lanai when it's humid, humid with a capital Y.
Hi, Carolyn.
And it's just comfy. And I've got the air conditioning up to 77 now, which is amazing. I think it's just enough to keep the humidity in the house down because you don't want it to be humid inside the house.
Right.
But we've gone out in the golf cart. We just did that thing in Richmond. It was 100 degrees, and we're just cruising around, having a good time.
I'm driving home from work last night, coming down through the roundabouts, watching the lightning strikes from the clouds to the ground. We are in the lightning strike capital of the nation. And I got to see it firsthand.
But we do get rain like almost every afternoon.
In the summertime.
We get, what is it, 15 minutes, a half an hour? Something like that.
There was one day where it went on a little bit longer.
Yes.
And it was perfect. The grass is all happy now, and the ponds are all filled up.
Yeah, as you get closer to August, the ponds start to start to dry up,
Okay.
and then the summer rains start to come, and all the ponds just fill up.
On that note, let's wrap up. We appreciate you stopping by.
See you next time. You'll want to watch this video next.
Or you'll want to watch this video next.